go. Hey everybody, I'm gonna do this interview solo. First off, I want to say prayers go out to the Ramirez family. Julia Ramirez on TikTok was just struck by a vehicle, and he's in critical condition. Let's pray that he makes a full recovery. So I try to tell people constantly, you got to slow down and move over. Everybody get distracted by these tow trucks like they never seen a car be towed before. All he was trying to do was make money to feed his family of 6. And then the driver decided to drive off. It's a shame that you got people like this in the world, but it's humans. But I do want to say another reason why I'm recording this solo is to talk about a comment that was left on one of my TikTok videos a few days ago. I'm gonna explain more of why I switched back to Kirk's. The real reason is I'm one of those people, I constantly think about my future. So working for Gotcha and Casey's, I was supposed to live off $650 for the rest of my towing career. No raises, no bonuses, no commission, no nothing. I mean, I'm going to need more money down the line, especially with all the experience I have. I have a Class A license, CDL license. So I decided, I started looking around, started scoping out competition, better opportunities for myself. Kirk's gave me better opportunity than the last company I was with. So we started talking, we talked some things over, because I did get fired from Kirk's. Kirk's actually is the company that I started towing with. And ended up getting fired, which I did deserve it. I really did. It humbled me. But they were still better with taking care of drivers. And if that makes me the bad guy because I want to be a well-paid tow truck driver and not be struggling to make my rent money, so be it, I'll be the bad guy. I don't really care no more. But I'm not going to take no slander of any kind. I mean, this is how it is out here towing, and especially being good at it. You're going to have a lot of people that is going to talk bad about your name out here because they simply can't do what you can do. It will make it so bad, like the guy that was talking bad about me, he asked me for a job a few years ago up here. I ignored his comment. I ignored the reason why I ignored him, because I know what type of driver he is. He's not going to last around here. Kirk's handle a lot of recovery work. He is not built for that. He's not built for impounding either. He's just not that good of a driver. And what happens if I got to go to the hospital? I can't count on him as a partner to hold it down up here. And I'm not going to put nobody in a tough position. So that's really why people don't really last at Kirk's too long, because they can't handle the recovery work. We wake up 2 in the morning, going in the woods to retrieve a car for the police department. 3 in the morning, got to roll a vehicle back over from the highway, clean up everything, get back in the bed, and clock in 8 o'clock that morning. 2 hours of sleep. But we got it. This is what we do. And if you ain't built like that, don't sign that application thinking that this is just going to be easy money, because it's not easy. Why rookies don't last. But another reason why rookies don't last is because they go with the wrong company. It's all fun and games impounding at first. You impounding people cars for illegal parking. You get to laugh at them. I got your car. But reality, that's a tough position too to do, because you always got to control the situation. I can laugh in people's face that I got their car on the back of my truck, but reality, I don't do that. That looks so unprofessional, and it makes the customer angry. So I inform them on the parking situation. Most of them I do. Let them know, this is why your vehicle being towed. This is why it was tagged. You obviously knew this, but you didn't think that it would happen. But yeah, they pay me the drop fee, or they come up to the tow yard and pay $275 to get their car out, and it's that they learned their lesson. But because things can always go left. You start laughing in people's face, somebody might shoot you out here off of embarrassment. And you don't want that to happen. And yeah, so try to look out for that whenever y'all rookies getting into the game like this. And remember, honestly, impounding is the bottom feeding way of getting pay at a tow company. Try to aim for recovery work. I mean, yeah, I do make money off impounding, but impound, I'm only getting like $100 per car. But if I do this winch out for the police department or recover a vehicle, that's 400 plus right there. And I don't have to argue nobody down about their car. That's why I decided to become a recovery driver and go through recovery and do everything. Yeah, so I do highly recommend that for the rookies that's getting inside the tow game. Aim for recovery work. And another secret, the bigger your truck, the more money you'll get. If you only know how to impound, let's look at it like this. So there's companies out here in Greensboro, North Carolina that are only known for impounding. Well, that's great money and all. Don't get me wrong. They charging $380 per car, and they tow like 40 cars a week. Okay, what happens if all those neighborhoods start to dry up? Everybody is following the rules. You're not going to make no money. You don't know how to do nothing other than impound people's cars. Recovery work is always people crashing, everything. Always construction equipment not working. People need stuff transported. It's always work and recovery work. especially with repoing. A lot of people cars is up for repo. A lot. You wouldn't believe. So if you do get into the tow game again, I recommend find something other than impound. It gets nasty out here with that impounding. Um, like 2 weeks ago, somebody, a HOA, called us to get a tow agreement. After 72 hours, that's when we're able to tow off the property. But we're call in only. Kirk's is call in only. So he called us out there for a few cars. And we went out there, but there was one problem. They were parked on the road doing recovery work. I know the difference between city property, private property. They were parked on city property, which we cannot tow off of unless the city gives us the right to remove the vehicles. Well, he knew that. He still wanted us to tow the cars anyway. So we told him we're not going to touch it. So then he proceeds to call the police on us. Don't know why. So the police contacted us, and come to find out, the police have been trying to get in contact with this guy for a while. A special police officer was, but he wouldn't pick up the phone because he knew what he was doing was wrong. So by us being on police rotation, they told us, there's going to be more interviews to come, and I'm just waiting for this summer to drop them all. I'm going to drop them weekly on my YouTube channel, and you can actually go to my TikTok and follow too. It's called TowSmoke. A lot of people know it. I do appreciate the follows that I get off of it. And just thank y'all. Be safe out there while towing. Holla at your boy.